Hey, are you a self-respecting man who loves Disney? And you got all these guys around you, all your buddies are constantly giving you grief, right? They don't understand why you like Disney. They're saying Disney's for girls. It's all about princesses and everything. Guys, take it easy. Take a deep breath, because I've got another self-respecting man who loves Disney coming up right after this, and he's got some great stories, man. So stay tuned. What's up, and welcome to Mouse Ears and Magic, episode number 75. I'm James. There is no Sarah today, as it is self-respecting men who love Disney. Brian is going to take some time. He's going to hang out with the family some, so we're going to let him do that. No pressure at all. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here and you've been here before, I don't know why you came back. But either way, if you're watching live, please subscribe, like, and share. That's going to help with the algorithm. If you have an Apple phone or an iPod or a Mac, go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and review. That'll also help us grow constantly. It's all about algorithms. I hate algorithms, but we have to deal with them either way. I'm curious how you're doing today. So just leave us a hey, where are you coming from? Tell us below in the chat. If you're not following us on social media, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Mouse Ears and Magic Podcast. You can find us in the Diz Life Facebook group. It's facebook.com/group/thisdizlife, I believe. It's something like that. I don't remember. Crap. Anyways, this is going to be a fun show. I'm used to having Sarah here kind of giving me, heckling me a little bit, and she's not here, so it's messing me up. Anyways, before I bring in our guest, I'm really excited about him being here today. We've finally been able to hook up. Been trying to get him, schedules worked out and everything for a while. We finally made it happen. So before we do that, we're going to take care of a little business. Are you tired of sitting at home or work? Are you ready to take that dream vacation? It can all be handled at travelingwithlizzie.com. Melissa is there to help you plan your dream vacation, whether that's Disney, Universal, or any other destination. Most of you may be asking, why to book with a Disney travel agent? Why not? Traveling with Lizzie will actually save you money by always price monitoring and applying promotions to your reservation. They are the ones that are staying on hold for hours and hours so that you don't have to. It's a common misconception that using a travel agent costs more. They are completely free to use. That's right, folks. 100% free to you. Disney pays them to take care of your every travel need. And they're also there to deal with any problem that may arise while you're on vacation. So instead of spending your valuable time at the front desk, you could be with your family while Melissa is on the phone dealing with the issue. Are you interested in a free quote? Head over to www.travelingwithlizzie.com and let Melissa help you start planning your vacation today. Again, that's www.travelingwithlizzie.com. All right, there we go. We got that taken care of. Thank you so much, Melissa, for being one of the sponsors for the show. We are so greatly appreciative of it. And we appreciate all of our Patreon members. We have some in the chat. We have Josh hanging out with us. Amy and Dana, I'm sure, will be here before long. They're usually a little late to the party. Lisa T is here. She finally joined us live again. She hadn't been here in a while, but she is one of our incredible Patreon members. And also another one of our great Patreon members. He's hanging out with me today. He is a self-respecting man who loves Disney and loves the Crimson Tide. And I don't know if he I have him on screen now. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Chase Ross. How you doing, buddy? I got it. You were muted.
Sorry. I don't know how that got there. I was just thinking about the SEC champions.
You mean for basketball, right?
Football.
Or football.
Double champions.
I mean, and when's the last time we won any kind of championship in basketball?
Oh. Is that 01?
It's been a while.
No, it's been since then.
Was it Godfrey? Was it Mark Godfrey?
Godfrey hasn't won.
Yeah. It's probably the last. Ooh, that's been a while too.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So how you doing, man? All good?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been busy this week. Been tearing up the roads. Yeah.
Been a long couple weeks.
Yep. That it has. Chase and everybody's here for you today. This is really cool. Samantha is here in the chat. Kim saying hey and
hey everybody.
Hello to everyone. John Johns is here. That's a new channel to the new name to the channel. So thank you so much, John Johns, for being here. Wishes is here. Do what?
Why would your parents name you John Johns?
I don't know. Maybe is it Papa John's son? I don't know.
Ooh, maybe. Although I had some hungry Hallies last night for supper.
Yeah. Josh is here. Wishes, I don't know if I said hey to you yet. There's Lisa T. Mark from This Diz Life is in the chat. Man, Elle is here. We hadn't seen her in a while. There's Jungle Juice.
Jungle Juice in the house.
Jungle Juice.
Elevator's here.
Where did Elle's comment just disappeared? Oh wow, it's way up here. Because this is something that no, that's not the one I'm looking for. This right here, Chase. Would you expect to hear this from anybody else other than Elle?
No, because first off, we'd have a cat.
Yeah.
Second off, if the cat puke had stirred up.
Yeah. Elle was looking for. She's on the hunt for cat puke. That's bad. I think she should have just slept.
I can't say that. My dog can puke before, and I definitely cleaned it up.
Yeah. Elle was getting mad at me because I was waiting too long to get your beautiful face on the screen. Let's see here. Man, the chat's already going crazy. So this is awesome. Let's go ahead and kind of got to throw moms up there.
Oh yeah, roll tide, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and let's kind of get to it, man, because you've got a pretty fun Disney story. As in, like, you just moved down there during the pandemic.
Yeah. Horrible idea.
Horrible idea. What? No, come on, man. All right.
Moving during the pandemic. Horrible idea.
All right. That's bad. I guess that makes sense. But at least there wasn't any traffic on the roads when you was traveling down, so that's a plus.
There was not.
Yeah. So let's kind of get to it. Let's start from the beginning. Where did your, was it your first trip ever, or how old were you? Where did you really kind of get into the Disney? You got that Disney bug.
Well, I know. We started coming to Disney when I was 4, 5.
Hmm?
I don't really remember those.
Yeah, right.
I think the first one I remember maybe was I was 7 or 8. I do remember I hated the characters.
Really? Chase, they're saying that we got an echo from you. I'm not getting it. But yeah, they're saying that they are.
I hear it on my side.
Interesting. I don't. Let me just let's try something real quick. Let's see if that helps any. I just changed a couple of things there. Maybe that'll help. All right, so just go ahead and continue there, Chase.
All right.
Go ahead.
Am I still here?
Yeah.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so anyway, wow, this is weird now. I hear nothing in my head, so this is way better. I just don't know that I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Good.
Okay, good deal.
So I guess like 7 or 8. So probably the first one I remember because my brother was really little. I just remembered I hated the characters back then. I didn't like character interactions. And the thing is, like, it was that trip. I remember we were having breakfast at Chef Mickey's, and the characters are coming around, and Pluto's whiskers got in my eggs.
Oh,
my face. And the whiskers went like right in the eggs, and I was just like, I was so mad. I was like, I can't eat those.
I mean, did you not get more?
I'm sure I did, but I was just so mad about that. Like, I was like, how could you put his whiskers in my eggs? Like,
that'd be all right.
You're a little kid. You're like, oh no. Anyway, so but I mean, I love the rides. Of course, back then it was just I'm trying to think. Let's see. I guess it would actually Hollywood or MGM would have been open by then. So I guess there were three parks at that point in time. Um, I don't remember much more about that. Really, when I started remembering, like we started like the I kind of guess where I got more into Disney would probably been like in my teenage years. We started going really we started going really often like the late '90s, early 2000s, like every year, every other year, right in there. And we really got to go a lot, got to stay a lot of different places, stay at the Poly several times, stay at the Contemporary several times. Contemporary's always been my dad's favorite.
Yeah.
I have a good story about that. One of the first trips we took, uh, my grandparents went with us. This was my brother had been born, so this was early to mid '90s, and my dad decided that we were going to save money, not stay on property. So he booked a Holiday Inn or something off property. Anyway, we pull into the Holiday Inn and we walk into the room. My dad was just like, "We're not doing this. This is just it's too far away. We're going to have to drive every day. We can't take the buses." Uh, he went in the office. He canceled the reservation, drove us over to the Contemporary, and said, "Y'all have any rooms?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got a room." So my dad booked it, got a room at Contemporary like right then.
Wow.
Or I guess we got two rooms actually. We had adjoining rooms. We were staying off in the little, the little rooms off to the side, to the right of the
Okay.
Contemporary.
Mhm.
We're staying in that little building off to the side right there. That's one of my. That was so funny. My dad was like, he was like, "That's the first and the last time that will ever stay off property." Although one other time have we done it since then. That's a good story for a little bit later.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, that was where my parents were like. My parents have been big Disney fans for a long, long time,
Yeah.
and I guess that started rubbing off more and more as the years went on. And obviously, as I got older and I could do more, I could ride all the rides and stuff. It became more fun to me for the other things. Like I enjoyed, getting to stay. Me and my dad would stay late. Back in the day when Magic Kingdom would be open until 2 a.m. and during the summer, you go watch. You used to have like double. You used to have double fireworks. Remember they used to do the like double fireworks. They do like
Right.
one set of fireworks. They do a second set of fireworks like later at night.
Yep.
Um, so my mom would take my brother and go back to the hotel. Me and my dad would stay till close, and so we would go. Be walking down Main Street, watch the second set of fireworks. We go ride a bunch of rides. We stop off at the old school Real Deal Main Street Bakery when it was a bakery and not a stupid Starbucks, and get some awesome treats and take those back to the hotel room to enjoy. And now you're having Christmas trees in your Contemporary. Exactly.
Yep.
Now we are doing that. Sorry, I'm like
Oh, you're
I feel a little parched from being sick. So,
you are fine, brother.
but yeah, those times were so much fun. I mean, that's when I really, really, really kind of started getting a love, real love of Disney was when we would do stuff like that and get to stay all night, do as much as you want. And back then, you stay out late, the crowds weren't big. You could walk on anything in the park. And
Mhm.
now it's like, oh gosh, we got to close at 7 o'clock now. Heaven,
Right.
heaven forbid we stay open late. Although I'm telling you, I know it's coming. Um, the reason they cancel extra magic hours is
Mhm.
they're gonna start doing after hours like almost every night of the week when they get back to normal. Wait and see. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
They're gonna try and make back as much money as possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, the extra magic hours made that's a conversation that we could go really deep into because I'm sure you feel about the same way that I do. In the sense that when you stay on property, there you've always had those extra benefits, whether you have access to the dining plan or You're getting fast passes. You get to make those 60 days out versus 30 days out. You
Yeah.
get extra magic hours. There's usually a lot of perks when staying on property, and right now there's not. There's not any at all.
Yeah. No,
So,
there's not. Like, there's really, yeah, Magical Express going away,
yep,
January 1st. That's another, you're losing another perk there of staying on property. That was one of the big things, like, to me. I mean, now I live here, it's not that big a deal.
right.
But, coming down for a vacation, we started flying down for vacations down here. And I guess the first time we flew down was like 2016, I think. And I think 2016, maybe 2018. Anyway, 2016, 2018 was the first time we flew down. And it was so nice just being able to have them take your luggage to your room. You just hop on the bus, go to your hotel, you're set. Or, if your room's not ready, sometimes we would just let them take the luggage. We'd get an Uber to the park and go to the park right from the airport.
Yep.
They drop the luggage off, if you didn't have a carry on. Obviously, if you had a carry on, you got to carry that on to the, got to carry that on over to the hotel. But
Yeah.
that's just another one of those things. You're in the bubble. You're in the Disney bubble from the time you leave the airport all the way. All the way over.
Yeah. Yep. And Brad, he said, where was it? There it is. He said, we stay on property for the transportation, made it a lot easier with a toddler. And that's
Yeah.
the other thing that's going to be really weird because, most Ubers and Lyfts and all, they don't have car seats or booster seats or anything.
No,
And,
some of them, although some of them do, well, of course, the minivans did, but they were so expensive. The
well,
minivans had them, but they're super expensive, and then they're gone again.
right.
They're not doing them. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's some on the. I don't know how. I think you can request an Uber or a Lyft with a car seat. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to do. So that's what's the nice thing about having. I mean, at least I guess the Disney buses, at least they're not going anywhere because, yeah, you want to have that, easy transportation if you're staying on property with kids and strollers. You can just hop on the Disney bus and go where you need to go, or get on the Disney Skyliner.
Mhm.
You can go between Hollywood Studios and go to Epcot, or if you're staying on one of those resorts there, I mean, you've got that form of transportation you can use there. So it's nice to have all those things.
Yeah. And Sebastian says here, everything you buy in the park can get sent to your room when you're staying on property,
Well,
but not right.
it's not right. Well, during Christmas they brought it back. I think it's gone again. I think you can send it to the front of the park, but I don't think they'll send it to your room now, because of all the current situation. They're not doing that anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
Hopefully that will come back. That is another perk. Them doing that. That's another big perk.
Yeah. So, and LD, she's posting here. She's got your links coming up in the chat. Thank you so much for that, L. So we'll just go ahead and pitch it right now. So you can go follow Chase on Instagram at Instagram.com/Chasing Florida, and then his YouTube is the same, except it's YouTube.com/Chasing Florida. So, guys, make sure you go and subscribe over to his channels. He does. Well, you want to just go ahead and talk about your channel for a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it for a minute. Yeah, so I had this. I guess I don't know. When I first moved down here, actually I had not even thought about anything about a YouTube channel when I first moved to Florida. I was like, that. Maybe someday I might think about doing some stuff like that. And then I kind of got down here. Bought an annual pass to Universal, bought an annual pass to SeaWorld Busch Gardens, and I got have these annual passes to all these things. Of course, I already had my annual pass to Disney, and so I started going to all these places, and it just hit me one day. I had myself, got my cell phone in my hand, which I have for my job. I have a work provided cell phone for my job, and I also have my own personal cell phone that I pay for.
Right.
And I was thinking, I could use one of these phones to just shoot some videos while I'm in the park. Just be something fun to try. So I think one of the first ones I did was I was walking around with my cell phone in my hand, and I was at, I think, SeaWorld maybe. Yeah, so I walked around SeaWorld, and they were having a food festival or something. I don't even remember. I walked around with my cell phone. I said, I'll record some stuff and just test my hand out at editing a little video, doing it, and I actually had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, this is something that might be neat. So I shot a couple like that with my cell phone in my hand, walking around. I shot something at Magic Kingdom like that. And so then I went to Best Buy and bought a camera. I said, you know, well, if I'm gonna be doing this, I need a camera and not just using the cell phone. So bought a camera. I started doing it. You know, I was like, hey, this is kind of neat. And then I bought a GoPro. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I need a GoPro to do stuff at these water parks and stuff because you can't use the camera in the water. So then I bought a GoPro and I did a vlog at Aquatica. Did it on my GoPro. One of my best vlogs I did on my channel, I think, is I went to Discovery Cove, which is one of the water parks attached to SeaWorld. It's not included in the annual pass. You do have to pay separate for it, but it's like all inclusive experience. It's kind of more like you're in like a tropical paradise. You get to swim with fish. You can swim with sharks. There's a lot of like interactions with animals and stuff there, and it's a really cool little park. It's not like an actual traditional water park.
Right.
It's a really fun place to go, and that's one of my favorite vlogs I shot. I've got a lot of cool underwater footage on there I shot with a GoPro. So I really enjoyed doing that one. That kind of like that one there actually really, really kind of like set in stone that I want to really do this. And then, like before I had even, of course, I think the name of the channel pretty early on, and I think it was actually L that helped me. It may have been L. I don't know. It helped me come up with this. But I was like, you know what? Like something about Florida. I want it to be like Florida themed because I don't want to just be tied to the parks. Like
Right.
I want to like I don't want to just be like, you know, chasing and something about Disney or whatever. I don't know. I want to be something like more encompassing of Florida. And then chasing Florida came out of all this. I don't really know where it came from now. It may have been elevated somebody else to help me come up with it. I don't remember. But anyway, I was like chasing Florida. So that kind of doesn't limit me to just doing Disney or just doing Universal. I can kind of go do other things. And so that's kind of I've kind of have been focused a lot recently more in the parks, just kind of
Mhm.
doing live streams and stuff. But this past week while I was out of town for my grandmother's funeral, I kind of got in my head that I want to start like I want to do this series on all the state like not maybe not all the state parks in Florida because there's like 100 and something of them, but I want
Right.
to do a series and go check out the state parks around Florida. So it's actually something I'm planning on starting to do here very soon. So
Yeah. I'm really
that's in the
excited.
forecast, and I'm excited to do that. There's a lot of cool. Some cool parks on the beaches. There's some cool parks that are inland. They all have like different kind of landscapes and different
Right.
wildlife and things you can do. And I'm just excited that I've got cameras, I've got a GoPro, I've got all this tools at my disposal. I can really go get some cool footage of those places. So
Yeah, that'll be really neat. And your name says it all, chasing Florida, because you moved down there, like we've already said, from Alabama to Orlando in was it June or July?
end of July.
Yeah. So it was you had an adventure there. You went down though, dude. Like what was that like? Because you moved down obviously because you loved the parks and everything. Was that like kind of the big reason for the move? What made you move to Orlando?
Um, well, the main thing that actually got me wanting to move to Florida in general was uh last actually winter of 2020, beginning of the year, from like Christmas 19 up and through like April. It was just a wet, cold winter,
Mhm.
and it just rained constantly in North Alabama. It's one of the wettest winters on record, North Alabama. So it was raining all the time, and um, and then all the pandemic happened, and everything closed down. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't do anything. So now I'm sitting here and I walk in my house. I can't go out and do anything. I can't even go outside and do anything because it's raining and it's cold. I was like, I just need to move to warmer weather because if it's raining in Florida, it's warm outside.
Right.
I'll go out and do something in the rain out here. I mean, I was in the monsoon at Magic Kingdom a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
but it was warm outside. Uh, if it's raining down here, it's not going to really stop me. And plus, the rain down here is not like rain at home. Rain at home, it rains for 3 days. Down here, it rains for 15 minutes and it stops.
Yeah.
So, I was kind of one of the actually main things I wanted to move down here and or to Florida in general, just to have warmer weather year round, to be able to do stuff in the wintertime and not be locked into staying in the house.
Yeah. And Hale and all, they've been talking about the Aquatica stuff that you did.
Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, a few weeks ago, I did I guess we started the day off. We did a little stream at Animal Kingdom, and I just kind of got in my head. I was like, let's go do something different. Let's go to the water park. So I was like, Aquatica's open. It's the only one that was open at the time. Volcano Bay just opened yesterday, but I was like, let's go to I can't take the stream, can't take the phone on like the rides, but
Yeah.
I can take the phone in the wave pools. I can take the phone around the park. I can take the phone in the lazy rivers. So I was like, let's go over there and do that. I mean, even though I got there and I didn't know that one lazy river and one wave pool were closed, I didn't know that before I went.
Right.
But it was fun. I mean, it was something different, and everybody at home, everybody that was watching seemed to have a good time and was, you know, seemed to be, they were very relaxed and it was seemed to be everybody seemed to have a lot of fun that day. So I enjoyed it for myself personally. It was a nice, relaxing day for me. Obviously, for it was 85 degrees outside and we're laying in the water,
Yeah.
and everybody who was watching seemed to be having a good time. So I was like, we're going to definitely start doing some more stuff like that, where it's somewhere different, or going to the water parks or something, places that people don't normally go necessarily when they do stuff live. So that's going to definitely be happening more in the future. Now that Volcano Bay's open, I got an annual pass for there. We're definitely going to be carrying the stream over there pretty soon after I feel better, and we'll be hitting the lazy river there, and we'll be hitting the wave pool there, having some fun over there too. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. That's coming up real soon.
And just to or address anybody who might have any concerns, Chase he was up in North Alabama last week, and then back. I mean, you was up here for what, 3 or 4 days, if that. And so the weather, it's a huge climate change at this time.
It was 80. It was 85 here when I left.
Yeah,
It was like 30 degrees up there when I got there.
There was still some snow on the ground up there. So
there was definitely like snow on the ground up there still. My dogs were running around in the snow when I got there. So
yeah, so that's got you kind of messed up there. So just to address any of these concerns, we don't want to hear any of that.
Yeah, I've got some. I've had some ever since I went up there. I've had sinus congestion ever since I went up there. Whenever I get the big weather change like that, every year, it don't matter living in North Alabama, living or like moving down here, I always do to get sinus stuff like every time. And I hear it like myself stopped up right now. So I apologize. I'm a little stuffy.
And I feel like this would be kind of cool. The historical hotels in all around Florida, says Amy and Dana from Run Eat Drink.
Ooh, that sounds cool. I didn't thought of that. That's something that would be something cool.
Yeah, because they're from Cape Coral. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's got to be right.
Coral, like Coral in Walking Dead. Coral.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. My goodness.
Come on. Who didn't think that though? Really?
I didn't.
Oh.
So all right. So kind of tell people a little more about yourself. Like, kind of your background as far as maybe your profession or, hobbies outside of Disney and all, because it is self-respecting men, right? So kind of get into that a little bit. And
so obviously, well, before I moved down here, my biggest things I like to do personally, I'm a big golfer. Always been a big golfer. I've golfed ever since I was middle school or earlier. I guess started golfing late 90s. I guess that's one of the things. See, they love the Walking Dead reference.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been golfing since the late 90s. I was actually pretty good in high school. I was actually really good in college, but I didn't play college. I didn't play college golf. My parents wouldn't let me. They wanted me to focus on academics, and I kind of now kick myself. I would have liked to have at least attempted to walk on the golf team in college just to do it. I wish I had just done it without telling them and just seeing what happened. Because you never know. Maybe I could have been playing it, be a golfer now. I mean, who knows? But that was that's one of my biggest things. Was that. And then while I was in college, actually, I met a bunch of friends when I was living in Birmingham who were all rode mountain bikes, and so they kind of got me into riding mountain bikes. And Birmingham, for those who don't know, has one of the best mountain bike courses in the United States of America at Oak Mountain State Park.
Really?
There is over like 40 miles of trails that are race trails that they
Yeah.
hold national bike races on multiple times a year, and that is where I cut my teeth in mountain biking. I had a lot of wrecks,
Yeah.
a lot of scrapes, a lot of cuts, but that's one of the and that's still one of my big loves is mountain biking. Obviously, now I'm down here where there's not a lot of mountains, but there are some places in northern part of Florida that have mountain bike trails that I definitely want to get on the mountain bike and do that. And now I have a GoPro, so I can film some mountain biking adventures if I do get up that way and do some stuff like that. It's another one of the things that I really enjoy doing. I got into playing disc golf for a while, not like regular golf. It's you
Right.
throw these discs into these baskets, and I never got good at it, but I had friends who played it, so I tried it out for a while.
Yeah. I used
It was not my
to go to Veterans
not
Park.
really one of my things though.
Yeah. I used to go to Veterans Park up there in Florence. Me and some of my
Okay, yeah,
we would
oh
try.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't good. Not good at all.
My friends, I think the only reason they all went is they all took like a cooler full of beer, and they would just drink while they played. That's really the only reason I think they actually went. Um, hey, baby girl. But um, one other thing that I actually was really big into, and I'm still big into, I haven't played in a while, paintball. I got big into paintball.
Yeah.
Um, I have like two guns. I've got one of those like fully programmable, fully auto guns, and you can do 3-shot bursts with and stuff. I've got the uh, motorized hoppers and all kind of like 3 or 4 different helmets with different color goggles in them for different conditions. I mean, I had some legit paintball stuff going on there for a long time. I was into that big for about 10 years.
I saw
That
you
was
wearing
a little.
goggles the other day in your truck.
No, those are just my sunglasses, buddy.
Uh, those are goggles. I'm sorry. This was stupid. I should have grabbed a screenshot of that and made that the thumbnail. That would have
You
been
should
perfect.
have. You should have grabbed them. I don't have those. They're out in the truck. I don't have them. They're out there. Throw them on right now.
Yeah, and Mark is saying here that he loves paintball. He said, "What's your marking?"
Nice. What's your marker?
I don't know. We used to do paintball.
Marker. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think what that even means now. Oh gosh. Uh, hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to think what I got. Because like I said, now I was big into it for a long time, and now I haven't even played in forever. I'm trying to think what I had. What did I have? What did I shoot with? Oh gosh. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking about it. Give me a little bit.
Yeah,
It'll pop in my head.
Brad saying that he was pitching 14 balls per second at one point
I
in
had a
paint.
spider. Hold on, I had a spider. It'll come to me in a second.
Yeah, gun marker.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had a yeah,
spider or something. I just can't. I can't remember. It was a spider, but it was fully automatic. Um, fantastic piece of joint with pinball. I like pinball too. I
pinball's great.
love some pinball. I actually had my granddad had a pinball machine that we had in my parents' basement. It was fun. It was an old like machine from like the 60s or 70s, and the theme was dominoes was the theme on it. It was a pretty fun little machine. That I like that.
Yeah, we and Mark saying here that in Pennsylvania they play woods ball. Never was a fan of speedball
See,
courses.
I like woods ball better than speedball myself.
Yeah,
We're on the move. I'm going to get something else to drink. I'm out of water.
yeah, and dude, we're going to have to show Mark that here in just a minute. The wall behind you. But
The wall Funko. I had some new additions recently.
we used to do a like weekend long like campouts, where we would have like weekend long wars.
Uh huh. Oh
That
yeah.
was, that was brutal. Uh, yeah, Amy says that she'd be bad at paintball, but Dana would be good. Yeah, I'm sure he would. uh, and Wolf is saying he's a pinball wizard. Mark, he ran Spider. They're great speedball guns.
Yes, it was a spider. I don't remember which spider it was. It's been a long time ago, but it was definitely fully automatic, or you could do fully auto 3-shot burst or single burst on it. I don't remember which one it was though. That was my favorite one that I had. I had like 2 or 3 different ones. I did have a Titman, the 98. What is it? Was it Titman 98? I had one of those one time.
I had the Titman 98 custom.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that the paintballing was fun. I miss that.
I miss it too. Honestly, if somebody told me like right now, let's get a paintball league together down here, I'd say, let's F and A, let's do it.
Yeah. And L says, "Whoa, that's not a Coke Zero." Mind blown.
I do drink Sprite Zero too. I drink both.
Alicia Haig, she is our March expert over in the this Diz Life community. She's saying Funkos.
Funkos, yeah. I have quite a few up there.
I love how this is starting to turn into a paintball stream. That is
awesome. Hey, you never know. You never know what you're going to get.
No, not
We're
at all.
We're chasing Florida. We're not necessarily chasing Disney. So that's
yep.
Like I said, there's a lot more to me than just Disney.
Yeah. So and that's what I love about your channel is, you know, we do, as much as we love Disney, it is nice to get that break at times. So Mark says to heck with the league down there, fly up there with me and let's get a squad together for D-Day.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, man, that does sound like fun. Dang. I think I still have my paintball gun somewhere too. No, I highly doubt it'll work.
Mine's in storage. I would have to find it. That'd be the big thing, is trying to find it.
That's probably been the hardest thing about the move, hadn't it?
I tell you that's been the biggest thing about the move for me. So a lot of you probably don't know if you haven't watched my stuff, but so I moved down here kind of in a hurry. I had not a lot of time to move down here, so I rented this is a furnished condo. So none of this stuff in here is mine. All of my items are in storage, except for the few things I brought with me in my truck to this place. So when I moved down here, I had a trailer that I pulled with some stuff that was mine. I had that stuff and my dogs and myself, and we came into this, which the condo's furnished, so it's furniture and stuff was here. But as far as like my clothes and stuff, I had like a bag of clothes that I had with me. All the rest of my stuff was boxed in the moving truck that was coming down, within a couple of days. The couple of days turned into like 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, I was waiting on my stuff to show up down here. I had to go to Dick's and all sporting goods, all these different places, and buy clothes after I moved down here because I had nothing to wear.
Right.
I had like 2 pairs of clothes when I moved down here, and that was it. I had nothing. So yeah, I had to have to go buy all these clothes and stuff when, and finally the moving people got here, and then that was a whole ordeal with them because they unloaded stuff and put stuff where backwards of what I wanted. I wanted like all my boxes are labeled. I labeled every single box when I moved, so I knew what was in every box. Knew where every box went, what room it went in, and what was in the box. It was all labeled. I wanted my 65-inch flat screen TV left out so that I could bring it here with me.
Yeah.
I wanted the boxes with clothes left out so that I could bring those with me. And the clothes that happened. And there was like a couple of boxes for the kitchen that I wanted. The kitchen boxes didn't get left out. So my cookware, my sous vide, all my knives, my utensils, stuff I used to cook with, everything is. And then I had a whole box full of all my spices and like meat rubs and everything. All that stuff is somewhere in my storage unit. Don't know where that's at. And my TV is at the back of the storage unit. So
Wolf is here backing you up because L said Chase in his Under Armour clothes. And we'll say, L, they're comfortable. And they are.
So this is one of the so when up to back up, me talking about having to go buy clothes. So there's an outlet right off the I-4, very close to Disney, very close to Disney Springs. And I said, I'll go to the outlets and look for clothes, see what they have over there, clothing stores. Well, this is right. I moved right down here. Pandemic still going on. Still early on in the pandemic, really.
Mhm.
Uh, there's an Under Armour store there, and they had like 40 or 50% off their clothes, which is a great deal. Well, on top of that, for first responders and for healthcare workers, they're offering an additional 20% off of clothing. So I was like, whoa, that's a big discount. So
Yeah.
I literally walked in the store and I bought like what would have normally have been $200 or $300 worth of clothes for, you know, less than $150, and it was like, I got a big discount on all that stuff. So I mean, I have a lot of Under Armour stuff that I wear because of that discount that they had going. So yeah, I have a lot of Under Armour stuff. I wear it all the time. It is
And
very comfortable.
and I have a question, but I want to address Sebastian's comment. He said, my suggestion for the paintball game, you all have to dress up as different MCU heroes, and we stream it as the match as Civil War.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I claim melted ice cream.
I'm Iron Man.
I'm melted ice cream Thor. I've got the hair, I've got the beard, I've got the gut. I'm good to go.
Ice cream Thor.
I'm doing that. And Sebastian just said, "This is my first time noticing there's a window in the room that I'm in." Yeah, so, and it's because it's different. I got the camera angled a little different since Sarah's not in here. So yeah, and Elle saying she loves that idea. All right, so you said that using you did healthcare. I've tried to explain to like Mark and all what you do, but I don't really know how to explain it, and I definitely don't know the technical term. So what is it that you do? Because I mean, your job's kind of important.
So I am a certified clinical perfusionist. And what that is I work in open heart surgery as a so I basically what a perfusionist does is when you do open heart surgery, you have to stop the patient's heart to do the surgery. So what I do is we hook tubes up to the patient on the operating table. We take their venous blood out of their body before the heart so that blood does not go through their heart. We put another tube inside the aorta, which is the big artery in the heart on the other side of the heart. And I take the blood out of the body. I oxygenate it. I check the patient's blood gases to make sure that they have normal blood gas levels. And I put the blood back into the body and just keep the blood pumping around the heart until the surgeon has done operation on the patient's heart. And then whenever he finishes, we put the blood back in the patient's heart or in the body. The heart restarts, and they come off of my machine. So that's what I do.
Yeah, and Elle's saying, "Thank you for keeping that heart going."
I try every day.
You try. That sounds positive right there.
Sorry, I try to.
Yeah. And let's see. Brad says that he'll be Howard the Duck. Might be able to blend in and be camo if we do Woods paintball.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Howard, that's a good one.
Yes, and they're now talking about your love for Apple products. So in which we won't let you get into that, how much you love Apple over Android. Because we just don't have enough time. So I gotta
we got plenty of time, man. This is just live. It's not like we gotta turn it off.
So we've got Chase's position is crucial, Kim. What are your top rides? So let's start with this. What's your favorite part at Disney?
Ooh.
Rank them top to bottom.
Okay, this is, and I'll preface this right now by saying this list will change as new rides and things open along the way. I would say I would normally give probably my favorite part to Epcot if it wasn't a giant work zone right now, and if the other new rides were open. So right now, I would give my favorite park at this moment in time as being Hollywood Studios would be number one. simply because of the rides.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror being like my number one ride, Rise of Resistance being right there, top three rides. Um, yeah, L right there, Tower of Terror, best ride being exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, just those right there, and then I love Slinky. I love Midway Mania. I mean, can't beat Rock and Roller Coaster. Mickey Minnie's just okay. I'm going to ruffle some feathers with that, but it's just okay. I
Yeah.
like the Great Movie Ride better, but it is what it is. So.
Hey, Brian has something he wants to say to you.
I don't agree with that.
Brian doesn't agree with that. So, and I don't either, if I'm just being honest. Look, Mickey and Minnie's is great. Has an incredible rewritability factor.
It's. I mean, I guess it does, but it's just. I think it's too short. It needs to be longer. It's too short.
Yeah, I can see that. Elsa,
I just feel like you're in the big thing with that. The only reason that ride has rewritability, in my opinion, because depending on which car you get in, you miss half the ride.
right? Yeah,
If you start off in the back car, you don't even know what's going on in the tunnel scene at the very beginning. You don't know what's going on there. By the time you get into the first room, the people are already going into the second room by the time you get into the first room. So it's like and then if you're in the front car, you go halfway through the first room and almost in the second room before the lights and stuff come on. The timing on that ride I think, is off. It's just, in my opinion, it's messed up.
I
I
got you.
think you need to go back and then go look at the way the stuff comes on in the rooms, and they need to change and they need to adjust the timing. That's my opinion. From riding it enough times since I've moved down here,
Yeah,
just noticing that stuff. Because if you're in the front car, you miss half the first room because it never turns on. If you're in the back car, you miss everything that happens inside that tunnel, basically.
right.
It's just the way things are timed out. I feel like, honestly, if they would move you in that tunnel and they would stop you and then tell the story for just a couple of seconds and then move you along, I think it would make it flow much better.
Yeah,
But I know they can't really do that. So
yeah. So I've got, and I hate that Mark's leaving the chat right now. So I was on his show last week, and we had a couple hot takes, and there was dadgummit. I had one in my head that I was Toy Story Mania or Space Ranger Spin. Which one?
I like Space Ranger Spin better because I always max it out. But Midway Mania is more fun trying to get the special stuff to happen in each scene. You get those special little things where you get the most points, like the one where if you with the ring toss where you can get the robot to pop up. That's stuff like that. That's a lot of fun trying to get the little special things in each game on that one. So that one's more fun. But to me, I like the challenge of trying to get double Galactic Hero on Buzz. So either one. I mean,
I got you. All right. What are your thoughts on?
Oh, but I didn't finish ranking the parks though. Hold on, I need to go back and finish ranking the parks. I only said Hollywood Studios was one. So Hollywood Studios won. And I think then I would actually go Epcot, then Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. Honestly, could be either 1, 3, or 4. And people are going to say, "Why? Why are you putting Magic Kingdom so low?" And this is why I put Magic Kingdom so low: the food. The food is like the worst at Magic Kingdom of the parks. That's my opinion.
That's another thing that I love about your channel. Like when you do food reviews, there's nobody that does a more detailed food review than you do.
I've had several people though tell me they wish I would just put a number ranking on everything.
Yeah,
I think number ranking is so subjective. Like,
that tells me nothing.
That doesn't tell you anything. Like, it didn't tell you how it tastes. It didn't tell you what, was it dry? Was it moist? Did it taste fresh? I mean, how was the spice on it? I mean, if you describe foods in that way, that gives somebody a more in-depth sense of what the food might taste like, if that's something they might want. If I just tell you it's a 3, well, my 3 might be your 7.
Right.
That's it's numbers so subjective. I think this number ranking is dumb. I think for food, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that at all.
Skipper Canteen is good. I haven't been there in a long time. I want to get there sometime soon. I have not been there, but it's one of those places you gotta. It's a sit down rest. I don't like to do sit down restaurants a lot though in the park. It's just kind of I don't do them much because I don't have a lot of time to do them usually.
Right.
But I want to do more sit down restaurants in the future. I just got to get around to it.
All right. Viennanopolis. What's your stance on that? On eating their pizza?
I have never ate there.
Really?
I have not. My parents have eaten there. I have not. That is on. I have heard it's. I've heard some people say it's good. My parents really loved it. I've had some people tell me it's really bad. So I can't really. I think I've had pizza from the window, but I've been told the pizza from the window is not like the pizza from the inside. So, yeah, I've never had pizza from inside though.
Okay. Wolf wants to know. He's like, "Be our guest, Liberty Tree, the turkey leg at Magic Kingdom. Like none of those do it for you."
Be our guest. Wasn't really a big fan of because now I used to like the old Be Our Guest.
Right.
I went during Christmas with the new menu. I was not a big fan. Was not a big fan. Liberty Tree is good. Yes, I'll definitely give Liberty Tree is good. But and this is where I'm basing this on. I thought at the other parks you get more good quick service food. Magic Kingdom, there is not really a ton of good quick service food. I will say that, you're going to have your Magic Kingdom. The only thing that really stands out at Magic Kingdom quick service wise is Sleepy Hollow and Friar's Nook.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. You're going to get some different stuff at those two places. Everything else is going to be your standard chicken and burgers. And each park has that, yes. Which actually, take it back. Epcot actually doesn't have standard chicken and burgers right now. They actually don't. I just thought about that. Really? Epcot doesn't have that right now. Think about that. There's not a standard quick service at Epcot right now. They do have quick service, but they don't have standard quick service. Okay, girls, stop fighting right now. Stop.
The nachos over at Pecos Bill is it's really good.
Oh, yeah, Pecos Bill. Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's just I've had Pecos Bill and it's just okay.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not a big huge fan. Hey, baby, yeah. Thank you for stopping. Appreciate that.
He's talking to his dogs, by the way.
My dogs.
He has two huskies.
My dogs are they're fighting. They're playing right now, right here.
Yeah.
And there's hair like y'all can't see it, but there's hair just going shh.
The shorts of the pups, those are great that you do on the channel. And Chris over on the Disney Done Differently YouTube channel, he's doing like cooking, cooking Disney foods and all. He says just stop with the pizza at Viennanopolis. He said that's not pizza
because it's not pizza. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
I don't know. That's a bunch of New Yorkers talking, and then Josh he went off on that because he's from Chicago. So then I'm stuck in the New York Chicago pizza thing, and I'm like,
what about some Detroit pizza?
Does Detroit even have pizza? I don't know.
Dude, you don't know about the Detroit style pizza?
No.
Yeah. Detroit has its own style. It's like square. It's kind of like pan pizza.
Yeah, that weird looking. Yeah. And Brad saying that he agrees with you. The food in Magic Kingdom isn't bad, but other parks are better.
I just think I know that. Magic Kingdom could do better. They could do better with food. That's my thing with the food. I wish if Magic Kingdom had some better quick service, I would rank it higher. Probably, yep. I would change my list. But like, I go to Hollywood Studios, I can go to Woody's Lunchbox, really good. I can go to Docking Bay 7, excellent. Could go to the KR&R little food truck. It's not serving my favorite snack in all of Disney World anymore right now, the loaded chili mac, but that used to be really good. What else? Seems like there's one more little quick service that's really good there, but maybe Maybe I'm not thinking. Maybe I'm putting more in there. Anyway, those two are excellent. I would pick those two over most places in any of the other parks. Animal Kingdom, you got right off the bat Satuli and Flame Tree. I mean, hello, those are just excellent. I mean, you can't go wrong with those places at all.
That Pecos Bills is the only place that he enjoys as far as quick service. Yep.
Yeah. Then if you go to Epcot, really, you think about like Epcot actually doesn't have a traditional quick service, but they still actually have. You can go to France. Okay, you can go to the Hall. You can go to the quick service over in China. What's that one called? Something the Lotus Blossom, something that was called. Anyway, you can go to that one. You can go to Sunshine Seasons, quick service. All of those are good. What else? Quick service in Epcot. The one in Mexico. They got the little quick service outside of Mexico. That one's really, really good.
Yeah.
There's lots of good quick service at Epcot. And that's not even getting into the fact that Epcot has some of the best sit-down restaurants too on property. So if food-wise, Epcot's at the top. Like if we're ranking parks just by food, Epcot's my number one.
Right.
And that's not even. That's before you even put a festival in the way. You put a festival at Epcot, and then it's like it's in another like galaxy compared to the rest of the parks. Like Flower and Garden's coming up here in a few days, and that's going to be 20 food booths. Hello, where am I eating the next month at Disney? Epcot. So actually, the next 4 months, festival's going to go for 4 months. So hope y'all like flowers and butterflies because we're going to be looking at them a lot.
Yeah. And they're just rolling from one festival to the other. I mean, it's just
honestly, now I think that's just gonna
be it.
That's what, especially with them not having with no Future World, with Future World being so empty right now. We're 4 month festivals, and then you kind of take up the slack for there not being other stuff to do. Just do 4 month festivals. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
they want to have just constant festivals year round at Epcot. Go for it. I'm cool with it. Because I'm pretty much guarantees. I think because this festival's running until July, they're going to do that last year, and Food and Wine is going to probably start in July and going to run until like November again. That's what I have a feeling is going to happen.
Yeah, and Brad says, did we mention the little Japanese place on the left side of Japan?
Oh gosh, I didn't even think. Yes, that was. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yes, that place is amazing. See, like I said, like I said, food at Epcot, you can't go wrong there. Like it's quick service food at any. Like I think that's some of the best overall quick service at any theme park you can go to, hands down. I would put it up against any quick service at any park in Orlando or around the world. It's quick service wise, definitely Epcot.
What's your favorite festival? Says Wolf.
Favorite festival is Food and Wine. Food and Wine is my favorite. Festival of the Arts caused me to spend the most money, so I got to stay away from that one. I did enjoy it. But Food and Wine. I like the traditional real Food and Wine, like back when we had a festival center and you had all the different festival offerings, like the demonstrations and the shows and the tastings and all this other extra stuff you could go to. Food and Wine was just so big and elaborate, and there was so much to do and see. You could go 4 or 5 trips and not do everything at Food and Wine. Like I literally made a trip down when I came down for the finale of Illuminations back when that happened. I did a solo trip just for that, basically to come to that. But I was at every day. I basically started every day off at Hollywood Studios. That was right when Galaxy's Edge opened. So I 5 a.m. rope dropped Hollywood Studios like 6 straight days. And then I would literally do that, go back to the hotel, take a quick break. I was staying at Pop. Then I would take a bus over to Epcot. I'd spend all evening at Epcot for Food and Wine. So that was I really honestly didn't even really go to like Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom on that trip. That was all like Hollywood Studios and Epcot that trip.
Yeah. Nice. All right. And Brian jumped in the chat right here at the end saying, "What's up?"
We got to cut it off, man. We ain't even talking long.
We've went our hour. We're keeping them at an hour.
Let's keep going, dude. Come on.
No, we're going to go ahead and cut it loose.
We ain't even talked about a lot of stuff yet.
I know we're going to have
all kind of other stuff I don't need to talk about. Sorry, we got to talk about dang paintball and stuff. And
and that's what I like about the live shows is we do kind of get on, a different pace sometimes, and it does make it a little more interesting for us and keeps us kind of engaged some more. But yeah, we're going to have to do a part 2 to this one because I know you've got a lot more information to drop on us. And guys, I want to remind everybody to please go check Chase out on Instagram. He's, Elle was amazing. Always, she says that Brian needed to see your face real quick. Elle was always really good about reminding Chase when he first started streaming, hey, take a picture of your food. You got to get that Instagram post. And so, but he keeps it going now. So you can check him out at Instagram at Chasing Florida and go subscribe to his YouTube. I've got it here on the screen, www.youtube.com/chasingflorida. Because you'll probably be going back in the parks. Probably going to take a week or so off, right? Kind of.
Just trying to make sure I'm over all the crud and I'm trying to get a game plan too. I really wanted to go this weekend to there's a state park that is kind of halfway between Orlando and Daytona, and through during the winter through the month of March, all the manatees go stay in the state park and take over the waterways. And so it's like a big thing, like you can go see the manatees. And so I kind of wanted to do that this weekend and go shoot some footage, or maybe even live stream there if I could get a signal. Of course, I'm not feeling well, so I decided that's not going to happen this weekend. But I want to try to go do that hopefully here soon before the manatees go back out into the ocean. So
awesome. We will be looking for it. Make sure you go over www.youtube.com/chasingflorida, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and click all. That way you get the notifications, because with his work, he it's hard for him to kind of plan streams out or anything. So
my stuff is pretty random. It's definitely I may literally schedule a stream 20 minutes before it starts sometimes, because I just don't know when it's going to happen a lot of times. Weekends are easier for me to schedule, but weekdays is it's like a Russian roulette.
Yep. All right, Chase. Well, again, man, I appreciate it so much, and we're going to have to do a part 2.
Definitely. I'm going to have to do a part 3. It probably has to be 3 parts, because we got a lot to talk about. Right. I didn't even hit all the points stuff I wanted to hit. I got like a list over here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, so we're definitely going to have to schedule that up real soon, buddy. Again, thank you so much, and everybody go check Chase out. And if you're not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're listening to the podcast, youtube.com/Mouse Ears and Magic Podcast, and come join us in the live chats. We have a lot of fun. So until next time, Chase, you want to say bye to everybody? Got anything you want to say?
Just thank you all for showing up, and thank you all for showing love to James over here, and come check us out. We're definitely going to be having some fun stuff coming up on the channel here before too long, and be a lot of fun new things going on. Hopefully I'm feeling well enough. Actually, next Saturday there's the Daytona Supercross race, which they do on the infield at Daytona International Speedway. I want to go up and check that out, possibly shoot some footage up there, maybe do a little live stream from there. Who knows? So come check out the channel, and maybe we'll be doing that. But thank y'all all so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next time. Later, James.
All right. Thanks again, Chase. And guys, for the missing Sarah, I'm James, and for Chase, we'll see you real soon.